Okay, we are live on Facebook. We are live on the webinar. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the green room, and it's good to see you all. I know we always mention it that it's weeks are so short, but it does feel like we go through, it's Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday. The Saturdays feels like the only rest day we do get, where we have to go mow the lawn and stuff like that. And we are here again, but not that we don't want to be. We are very, very grateful that we can be in this space and we can share this this wonderful opportunity with you guys. So we are once again got Visa Solutions on for us, and we're going to dig into that a little bit later. I just wanted to welcome you all, and let's go through some of the attendees that we have on at the moment. Conias, welcome to you. You seem new. Erica, Tavonga, welcome. Welcome. Tinas, my old mate. Tonde, Victor Banda. So it looks like these people are very interested into the Drive Your Dream situation. But welcome to you guys and for the people that are on Facebook. So with that said, Trev, let's start with the intro.
Absolutely, yeah, Len, like you say, it does seem like these weeks are just flying by. I think we are today sitting on number 43 in terms of webinars, so it's very exciting to have this time and space with you all, and once again, welcome to this, which is the Induku Group's Green Room. So myself, Trevor Thomas, my business partner, Lenny de Villiers, and the Induku team are super excited to host this. What it is really a great space that Lenny is going to introduce to you slightly just now. But if it is your heart's desire and your dream that you'd like to get to America and live your dream, then you need to get in touch with either Lenny, myself, or someone in the Induku team, and we can help you and guide you and assist you along this path. We are super excited to be part of this joint venture with Visa Solutions, our internationally acclaimed partners. And together what we do is we help people that might be in the field of trucking, maybe nursing, and quite possibly just looking to get across to America and live your dreams. So please, if you'd like to know a little bit more about what we do and how we do it, and get you across to America successfully in an immigration path, which equals a green card, then get hold of the Induku Group, and we will send our information to you on this platform as well. Len, you want to maybe just touch on exactly what we do here in the green room?
Yeah, thanks, Trevor. For those that are new, welcome, guys. And so the green room space is that exciting opportunity we've got that we can tell you everything about immigration. Obviously, we will punt as much as possible our programs because someone's got to pay the bills. But our programs are ranging from an EB3 green card to an E2 investment visa, to maybe soon, well, not maybe, we are going to soon launch the L1, and then we've got the Drive Your Dream program and nursing program to come, as Trevor also said. So those are just the programs that we can highlight for you on our side, and that's what we will be digging into over the course of the next couple of weeks, is actually focusing on our programs as well. But on top of that, we cover topics that is relevant and pertaining to immigration. So immigration is not just, as we always say, immigration is not just making the big decision, yes, I think we should go and live in another country. It's about everything else that follows with that. So a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the financial part of immigration. And I spoke to Malaine, and she was very, very excited because she did actually get a couple of people that phoned her, which I'm very grateful for, because there are a couple of smart people out there, knowing that, it is not, it's normally the last thing that people actually do is when they look at trying to get their finances to the other side. We are still going to talk about the, doing a topic on universities in America. And I see our mate Bruce actually has got a webinar on that planned for this week. So maybe we'll just jump onto that one to get some information. But if you want any information regarding immigration, you can go onto our YouTube channel. All the webinars that we've done have been loaded on there. There's a couple that we are still editing at the moment, but there's enough content there to keep you busy for a long, long time. And I'm not necessarily saying everything there is going to be, relevant to your situation, but there's going to be enough content for you to get a lot of information regarding who do I tell when I'm leaving, how I'm telling them, what is the psychology of immigration, what have I thought about prepping my kids for something like this, or am I just going to assume that they are going to be fine? What should I know about schooling? So these things we have covered with experts in their field. And once again, this is the shout out for the people that if you have thought of something that we haven't covered, please reach out to us that we can do the necessary research on it and get the experts in their field onto our platform. We will interview them. We will address the questions that you have as well. And then they will actually inform you and you will have a much better journey to wherever you are going. All right. So on that, we have from the beginning of the year implemented a new fun did you know scenario about America, because that's where most of our applicants are going. If you're not going to America and you didn't know some of these things, it's also okay. These are bizarre facts about America. So I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but if I mentioned it last week, I mentioned it again. There is no official language in the United States. I thought that was quite amazing. I mean, everyone speaks English, but there's no official language in America. But there are more than 350 languages spoken in the US. So I thought our country was special with 11 official languages. They just don't have official. They just speak every language possible. Another fun fact is 1 in 8 people in the United States has been employed by McDonald's. Amazing. I mean, everyone works for McDonald's. I mean, this is a fun one. This is an amazing. They don't just eat it. I mean, this is an amazing one. So Russia sold Alaska to the United States for 2 cents per acre. That was $7.2 million they sold it for 50 years ago. And America has already obviously made their money 100 times over in this state, because this is the largest state in America. So obviously I think they didn't tell the Russians that they found gold there, but that's a discussion for another time. Arizona and Hawaii, they don't observe the daylight saving time. I mean, these are amazing things to know. If you want to move to a certain thing, you want to change your clock, you can't. Point number 5, cows outnumber humans 3-1 in Montana. I think they should allow them to vote. Anyway, I won't cover that. It's nothing. And this is a fun one. So in the US, 40% of babies are born to unmarried women. So I think that is quite sad. I think the guys should work on that. The other one, married. I think that's a good and the right thing to do. And this is the one that is the net effect for everybody that worked at McDonald's is 1 in 3 Americans are obese. So I think they should have gone to work for Kauai or something like that instead of McDonald's. But that's also a topic around a braai. But anyway, guys, we are once again, we've got the lovely Alicia Thomas, that is actually Trevor's wife, on today. She's going to just do part 2 of the Drive Your Dream. Trevor, would you want to just kick us off there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it's certainly, we had such a wonderful response from last week, and I think we just wanted to carry on with that. But Alicia, before we even step into that, should we just quickly discuss the big news today, being that President Biden has revoked the immigration visa ban? What does this mean for Visa Solutions, Alicia, and all the applicants in the different programs?
It's huge. It's absolutely massive. I am so excited. We have celebrated today. We are on cloud 9. Today can't be a better day. It's the start of new beginnings. Basically, my first day of the year has started today. So it's huge. It's massive for Visa Solutions, and it's massive for America because they're in shortage of labor, and there's a huge skill need in America right now. And most importantly, we can fulfill our promise to all our applicants and people can go and start living the American dream. So we've been waiting for this day, obviously, since March last year, because the proclamation started in March 2020. It was extended to the end of June. It was renewed again on the 1st of July, and it was extended to December. And I just kind of buckled down and I said to my girls in my office, well, let's use this time very wisely and let's process as many people as we can to the National Visa Center. And let me tell you, that's exactly what we did. We have worked very, very hard. And obviously we started with our National Visa Center pre-interviews with Annelie and my team. We started that already in October, and we just kept going. We've hired a wonderful relocation specialist by the name of Shelley. She joined us also in the beginning of October, and we kind of just got our house in order to make sure that we were ready. And I said to all my girls, I said, go and have a good holiday, and when you come back, we will then start with our relocation. Unfortunately, on the 31st of December, bless Mr. Trump, he decided to extend the proclamation to the end of March. And I always see everything happening for a reason in life. I always was a disappointment. It was huge. It was a very big disappointment for all of us, being you guys as partners, for the applicants, and for many more people that was wanting to join our program. And I was maybe hesitating that maybe now is not a good time to join. And long story short, I just said to the girls again, I see it as a blessing sometimes. These things do happen. Let's just continue going at it like we have, and let's just keep processing. And that's exactly what we have. And to be woken up this morning to Mr. Jose's messages on our global group, and to see that the proclamation has now been revoked, and it is now official that people that would like to apply for any form of working visa or EB3 visa, that is now official. We can continue doing so. So what does it mean? It means the consulates are now going to open. We are now basically going to start getting consulate appointments, and we are now starting to basically get ready to relocate people to America. When they will come, I'm not 100% sure. I do believe there is a bit of a backlog, and I think there is, let's be honest, there's a massive backlog. But knowing the Americans, they're very, very smart, they're very efficient, and they work very, very quickly. I do believe they will work through this as quick as they can. The good news is from Visa Solutions side in Duku, we're ready. We're ready for you guys. We're ready for your applicants. We're ready to receive your people in the United States. Our relocation team has worked very, very hard to make sure everything is in order. And I want to finish it off by saying that if you had any doubt or you were contemplating on, is it a good time to apply? Well, I'm saying to you right now, you've got to get into this program. You have to get on board. It's exciting times. We have got a huge amount of visas. I don't think we're going to run out of visas anytime soon. And I think it's going to be a very good year. So today is a good day, gents. Lots to be excited about. And tonight, I encourage all applicants that are in our program to pop the champagne bottle and celebrate with us.
Yeah, Alicia, thank you. Yeah, you're making us very, very excited there. Thank you for sharing that a little bit more details of what the good news is. And, you know, we are obviously also looking forward to it. And I also want to just say, listen, it's good advice that you said that, you know, it taught people patience to, you know, just to carry on with whatever's in front of you, keep working what's in front of you. And for the people that maybe were praying for patience, well done. I mean, I think you got that. Sometimes you just got to be careful what you pray for, but you know, well done. I mean, this is great news for every one of us. And Alicia, I think before people just get excited and they're going, hold on, yeah, we are going to America. This is going to be lekker. There are still documentation that people need. You know, people
Yes.
people might have, you know, gotten lost between the sucker punch from COVID, which feels like a Mike Tyson punch, and all of a sudden you count till 10, you wake up dizzy, and the proclamation's over, and people are going to America again.
Yes.
And they're going, okay, cool, where's my passport? No, you need more documentation than that. So please just reiterate again for us, what documentation is required for this program?
$1 million question. And I love the fact that you're asking it, Lenny. Thank you for doing that, because that is music to my ears. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I am begging, I'm pleading with all the people in any immigration process, but especially in our visa solutions process. The first thing you're going to check is you're going to check your passport, and you're going to make sure it is valid, anything between 12 and 18 months. Anything less than that is a concern for me. So if you have not climbed onto the bus to go to Home Affairs and sort your passport out, I highly recommend you do that ASAP. So get that done. Number 2, your police clearance. In South Africa, the police clearance is valid for 6 months from the time that you have applied. But at the consulate, it is valid for 12 months from the time you have applied. I always say to all the applicants in the program, be proactive. When your police clearance is starting to end the 6-month period, keep a watchful eye over it. Keep in touch with Visa Solutions, or keep in touch with your partner. Find out where you are in the program, and depending where you are, and especially applicants that are lying at the National Visa Center. What is the National Visa Center? It's the final stage before the consulate appointment. So if you've received your welcome letter and you're just waiting for consulate appointment, you need to make sure that police clearance is valid at all times. I mean, with COVID-19, there's huge delays, there's huge setbacks. Home Affairs and the SAPS is not where they should be. And bless them, because I mean, it's not been an easy year for all of us, and their departments even more so. So I'm saying, make sure you get your stuff in advance. Don't leave it, well, next month it's going to expire, I'll only apply next month. Because Murphy's Law has it that your consulate appointment's going to come next month and you're sitting with an expired police clearance. I can tell you now categorically, I will not allow any single applicant to go to the consulate if your house is not in order, not from any partner, that being from Induku or anyone. We want to be represented well for Visa Solutions. We want to go to the consulate by not wasting their time. We don't want to walk out with any untoward comments, and we want to make sure that our applicants that go to the consulate are approved right there and then. Their passports are taken in, and within 5 days later, they will receive their green cards. So that for me is number 1 priority. Please, applicants, make sure you've got valid police clearances. I would say best case scenario, Trevor and Lenny, is with a police clearance, make sure you're applying between, I would say, from 7 to 8 months after you've applied in the first place. Start applying for the next one, because it does take anything between 4 and 8 weeks to receive that police clearance. So just, even though the one overlaps the other, that's fine. Play it safe. Rather do it that way and do it the right way. So the second thing was the police clearance. The third thing is, make sure you've got all your unabridged birth certificates. Make sure you've got your unabridged marriage certificates. And please, also, if you've had a death, being a spouse or a dependent, I'm very sorry, that's terrible, but you do need to also have the death certificates, or you need to have the divorce degrees. Make sure you've got all of that in order as well. With divorce degrees, make sure they are commissioned of oath, make sure they are in English, make sure they are clear, and you've got to have original documentation for everything. Very, very important. Some people like to laminate their documents, and this is a very big thing. don't laminate your documents. The consulate won't accept it. So please make sure all of your documents are in order, and I would say keep it in a safe. Put it in a safe place right now. Your life depends on it. You will be going very soon. Don't leave it in the dining room where the children can spill their coffee on it, or they can use it for scrap paper. Or you leave it in a car and your car is stolen and you lose all your documentation. Keep it in a very, very fireproof, safe place where nobody can get it. And I want to also say this to you. We invite all the applicants, before you go to your consulate appointment, you will have a pre-interview with myself and your partner and my staff. I will be inviting you to my offices, or you can go to the partner's offices, whatever's best for you. But I want to make sure you're 100% ready before you go to consulate. So we will make sure we put a file together for you. If you want to, in the interim, you can use a little flip file, a 30-page flip file. It's a nice plastic sleeve document. You put all your stuff in there, from your spouse to your dependents and everything else. The more stuff you get in that file ready now, the better it's going to be closer to the time, and you don't have to run around lastminute.com finding your documents.
Okay, great, Alicia. Thank you very much. That's always good advice for everybody, and I think it's something that everybody needed to hear again, just to refresh everybody's memories about the importance of the documentation. So, Alicia, obviously last week we started unpacking a little bit about Drive Your Dream. We had a couple of great questions that came through, and we'd like to just take a few minutes, Lenny, and I'd like to just unpack some of those good questions that people were asking, and just unpack those with you, like I mentioned. So the first one that we want to really just dive into here is that people are asking if they are now currently in America and now they're going to apply for this permanent position with one of the companies that you represent as Visa Solutions. The question is, would they require a lawyer?
Okay, so repeat the question again, if you don't mind. I was distracted there for a minute. I want to make sure I answer it correctly.
No problem.
Just ask it again.
Lenny and I would just like to know what distracted you first. So obviously we continuing the discussion from last week with people in the Drive Your Dream program, yes. Right? Yes. So we're speaking specifically about someone that might be in America. So let's say it's myself. I'm in America currently, working on an H2A or H2B, and yes. I apply for a position with Visa Solutions, a permanent position with Visa Solutions. The question would be this: would I require my own legal attorney to process my documentation?
No, because we can do it all for you. But I need to state this: we are not an immigration attorney firm. And we are not allowed to give anyone any advice. And we will never do that, because it's legally, we're not allowed to do it. We will never give anyone legal advice. And I always encourage everyone to seek immigration advice. Reach out to the experts. I'm not saying we're not the experts, please. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying from a law perspective, if you want to seek extra counsel, I always encourage people to go through an immigration attorney. But for the application itself, no, you don't need to go through any immigration attorney. That's what Visa Solutions does. It's like, for example, people that sell their homes. You can choose to either sell your home privately, or you can decide to sell your house through an estate agent. We work and represent as an agent, if I can put it. That is basically what Visa Solutions is. We're an agent. We can process your documentation. We can put you through all the different processes, right through from the Department of Labor, right through to the United States, which is USCIS immigration, as well as the National Visa Center. And we take you right through to consulate. But we offer a very unique service. I mean, we don't just process your paperwork. We very much personalize. And I'm going to go back to Anna. Anna is our she's our founder of our company. She's the mother of Jose. And the success of Visa Solutions is the personalization. That's what we do. You're not just a number. Yes, you might feel we don't reach out to you every single day, and we can't necessarily do that. But we see you through right from the offer letter to the service agreement, to the different steps through the process, right through to the consulate. And I pride myself by saying that we even go with you to the airport. We say goodbye to you and we wave. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do it with COVID, but we will certainly we will do our best to see you through to the very end. And then that doesn't mean you climb on an aeroplane and you arrive there and you're in a foreign country and you don't even know what to do next. We've even got a full relocation team that can assist you, that helps you in America from all the different states, and we help you get you through to the place where you need to be. Any form of advice from a relocation perspective that we can give and that we can help with you. But just to go back in short to answer your question, no, we can process the applicant. You don't need to seek legal counsel, but for any advice or any extra info, or if you've got a very complicated case and you've possibly adopted a child or two, I can guide you and I can help you, but I always prefer everyone then to obviously go through an immigration attorney.
Cool. Alicia, I think that is also, it's great. And also to add to that, I mean, you guys don't just process people's documents and stuff. I mean, you guys put the whole package together. You guys source the employment for people in America. And that's what you guys do. You are your recruitment agents as well. So once the people do go to America, I mean, that's also your clients on the other side.
Yes.
So without those clients, none of these programs would actually be available. So and thank you for that as well. So obviously just sticking with the drive your dream scenario for now, we're trying to cover a couple of questions that potential applicants might have or have. You know, so this has come through the pipeline over the last week. It says, if I currently have a case at USCIS, can you submit me to USCIS for this opportunity?
You've got to go through the Department of Labor. The only people that does not have to go through the Department of Labor at this stage is nurses. But any other position that has been offered to you, you have to go through the Department of Labor. The Department of Labor does need to make sure that you are not taking away a job from a local American, and you need to follow the correct procedures. And they scrutinize your application because, again, they don't want you to be taking a job away from a citizen in their own country. So for any position that has been offered to you by a client, your first step of the process is through the Department of Labor. And then once you're approved from there, we can then process you depending on where you're at. Either you're based in the United States or you're based in South Africa, we can then process you through to the USCIS.
Yeah, I think, Lisa, I think that's what's important for people to understand in this process is that there are steps that need to be followed. And step one would be Department of Labor. If you are currently at United States Citizen Immigration Services, there's some sort of application that you put forward. So what you need to do is either chat to Lenny, myself, someone in the team, or someone from Visa Solutions, that we could just understand why you would have an application currently at USCIS. You can't have two applications at the United States Citizen Immigration Service. Okay.
No, you can't. And also, I just need to add I saw a question that came through last week of a guy that is National Visa Center approved. And he's been, he's 100% ready, waiting. He's received his welcome letter. Can he then have his consulate appointment in America because he's currently there working on American visa? No, you can't. Everything happens at the USCIS. Your case takes the Department of Labor is totally, let me explain it to you. You've got the USCIS and National Visa Center works hand in hand together, but the Department of Labor is a department all on their own. They're completely separated from immigration. So once your DRL approved, it's a big thing when we submit you to USCIS. And this is what I always say to applicants. I'm not prepared to submit you to USCIS if you can't tell me what is your current status. Are you currently in America or are you in South Africa? Because that's going to play a very big role, especially in this Drive Your Dream USA. So I need to know, how am I going to process you? Once I process you through the United States, which is obviously the USCIS immigration, I cannot go back and change your application. It automatically flows from there. You literally then going down the water slide and you're waiting for the final moment. I can't go back to USCIS and make changes on your application. So then I process you through USCIS. You're either expedited or you're not, depending on the application. And that takes, obviously, each one takes different time periods. You then hit the National Visa Center, and depending on what we lodged you at USCIS is what will happen at the National Visa Center. So if we lodged you as if you're in South Africa, you're South African citizen, you would have been lodged that you're going to have your consulate appointments in South Africa. So if you're currently sitting with a welcome letter and you're in America and you really don't want to come back and you want to transfer your consulate appointment from South Africa to the United States, I cannot do that. Nobody can do that. You have to go through the South African consulate. But if I process you in America on the Drive Your Dream USA process and my legal team processes you that way, then yes, you will go through that whole program and you will follow those steps of the program. And then you will end up having your consulate appointment in the United States because that is the way we processed you.
Okay, excellent. Lisa, obviously one of the questions that came up as well that we saw was, you know, it is a process. This is a lengthy process. It's not a temporary work permit or working visa. So, you know, to get an EB3 is a time process. What happens if someone changes their mind during this process?
Wow, if they change their mind, what, to pull out of the program, or elaborate for me, Trevor?
What if circumstances change for the person and yes, they change their mind and they want to now no longer be part of the program?
That's 100%. They've got full right to do so. Obviously, we're all in business to cover our costs. We don't do things for free. And the reality is you will need to cover the costs involved that we've paid to process you. I mean, it obviously doesn't, we've got to process you through the Department of Labor, but the minute we submit you to USCIS, International Visa Centers, there's costs involved. And we've got to pay a certain amount of money to those two different departments to get you through those departments. So you can pull out at any time. But you just need to know that you need to cover the costs that we have incurred up to that point. And we shake hands amicably and you walk away from there. That's no problem. Even applicants that are at the National Visa Center, you've lost a spouse or you've lost your job during COVID, and you financially do not have the means to have your medical done, or something has gone wrong, you need to let us know as soon as possible. But the rightful thing to do is just to cover the costs that Visa Solutions and both Induku has spent to process your application.
Yeah, I think on that, Alicia, maybe on the cost side, I mean, I don't know if this is something that you guys want to elaborate on, the Drive Your Dream USA costs that is involved in something like this?
Yes, I mean, I think it's, we do not charge, let me make it very, very clear. We do not charge people money to give them a job. In anywhere in the world, that's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. Nobody is allowed to pay money to another company to secure you a job. You get the job on merit. You get the job on your expertise, and you get the job on your qualifications, okay? You are paying us for the service that we are rendering to process your application, that being through the USCIS and National Visa Center. You've got to have a green card insurance in the end. You've got to pay a portion towards to the consulate to get your consulate appointment. You either choose to be expedited or not expedited at USCIS. Those all come with extra fees. Those are fees that we have to pay to immigration. Nobody can walk away from that. Any agency, any immigration attorney has to pay those fees. So those are fees that we do need to cover during the whole process.
Yeah, I think excellent, Leash. I think that you know, what's really coming through is that people, I think, are asking the right questions, and for us as Induku, and I know for Visa Solutions as well, no question is a silly question. The thing that I would like to do, and I want to thank you. We've gone 35 minutes into this today. I want to thank you for the time that we've had. I think what I really want to just emphasize for people is this, that you know, there is a process, and there's a way to get things through, and immigration, there is no gray areas. It's black or white. The only gray area is the timelines that are attached to the program that you are on, which would be an EB3 program, or whichever part of this program that you choose, whether it's an E2 or an L1 or whatever. There's certain timelines that are attached to it. What's extremely important is that Visa Solutions and Induku Group are so committed to making sure that you successfully reach the United States of America, that we also want to make sure that you are fully committed to that which you are doing, and the process that you're wanting to do. And I think what's important here is make sure, guys, that you know, if you need to do any of your assessments, any of your things, whatever paperwork needs to be put into place, get all of that together so that there aren't any delays or any reason for concern or any reason not to be able to be in a time and place where you could get your interview and get going across to America.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, I think we've come to the end of our webinar for now, and I do see there's obviously we had quite a bit of people attend today, and there's a lot of excitement around this program. Do reach out to us, send us your email address, we'll send you the necessary information, or you can contact us. We do have all our contact details on our website, indukugroup.com, and we will get back to you with the necessary information.
Lisa, any last words that you'd like to pass on from Visa Solutions side?
Well, from my side, I just want to say, educate yourself about what client you're going to be working at. Educate yourself about the state. Get yourself ready for relocation in terms of your medicals and your documentation. And for anyone that have got CDLs, I mean, this whole webinar is around Drive Your Dream USA. Share the details with your colleagues or people that are currently working on an H2A or an H2B in America and really never want to actually come back. They really would, look, they've got to come back because they've got to honor their visas. But let's say they're there for a while still and their visa's still long, and they would like to try and see if they can turn that visa into a permanent residency visa. Reach out to Induku, share those details with Induku, and we will be more than willing as Visa Solutions to process these applicants. And then I just want to say congratulations to the Visa Solutions team and to everyone processing all these applicants. It's a new day for all of us because we will now start getting a lot of work coming in. We're going to start processing all your applicants. For the Live the Dream families, that is through Induku. I would definitely start getting all your stuff together. Make sure you've got all your documentation. Please note from our side, I hope that we're going to start receiving a lot more USCIS approvals. There's a lot of people that are still in audit. I do believe that will also start clearing up now, and I will start seeing a lot more people moving into the National Visa Center stage. I do currently for South Africa, I want to say that I've got currently, according to the end of January, I've got over 406 people lying at the National Visa Center waiting for consulate appointments. So I'm also going to leave this note with saying, when it comes to the consulate, it's completely out of my hands. I've done everything I can to process you to the final stages. Not Induku, not Visa Solutions, or anyone is in control of the consulate. I don't know who's going to get consulate appointments and who's not. It obviously depends on who qualified at the National Visa Center first, but I don't know who's going to get consulate appointments. I really am hoping for a lot per month, a minimum of 40 or 50 appointments, so that I can get the pipeline out. But I want to finish off by saying, have patience. I know it's hard because some people are in limbo mode. They're neither here, they're nor there. They can't make decisions. They can't take a cell phone contract out because they don't know how long the contract. I'm saying to you, just be patient. It's coming. The rain is on its way. And today is a day to be excited about. And thank you for always having me. I love being on your webinars. And thank you for being such a fantastic partner. I wish you and your applicants all the best. And I hope to be invited soon again.
Thanks, Alicia. We've always enjoyed having you with us. One of the things that I just wanted to quickly highlight, because I think it's very important, one of the guys have just mentioned over here, can I apply if I'm out of Africa but not in the USA? Please do get in touch with us. The answer is yes, you can.
Yes.
And we will just help you in terms of where you're going to have your consulate interviews and that sort of stuff. But absolutely, we are here to help people, and we are here to help people to get to America. So please be in touch with us. Alicia, once again, thank you for your time. Len, always good. We see everybody next week.
Yeah, cheers. Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.